Hello and welcome to Scots United, where I, Scott, and my team of Scots, who are also me, bring you the latest in movies and television, and occasionally pop culture. This week, we're focusing on television. Two offerings that you may have heard about. One's been around for a bit of time, and one's very, very new. So let's start with the old favorite and go to Scott.
Hey Scott, so how is it that we've never talked about Schitt's Creek before now? Schitt's Creek is in its fifth season, and yet I don't feel like it's losing any steam. Um, I caught up on it through Netflix. Now I'm watching this last season live on Pop TV. This last episode that just aired, I had like three big full laughs that I had to like rewind and watch again, and then the end made me cry a little bit because like that's the show that it's become. Like it's grown, it's matured, it's sweet, but it's also super funny.
Catherine O'Hara can get me to laugh out loud with just one line reading, but the entire cast is really great.
The timing and just the ensemble that they've built in the show is incredible.
Agreed.
And honestly, I think the relationship between David and Patrick is probably my favorite depiction of a gay relationship on TV right now. I can't even think of another one, but it's just really nice to see and really humanizing and balanced.
It's simply the best, Tina Turner. So it's not her song, but she sings. We know the song through, because she sang it most famously. Tina Turner, simply the best. Anyways, when Patrick sings the cover of that, and then David and his mom listening, and if you haven't seen this clip or the show, but even the clip, Google Simply the Best cover Schitt's Creek, and you will get why I can't put together complete sentences.
Yeah, Dan Levy isn't just the co-star as David; he's also the showrunner, and I think he is to blame in the best sense.
So yes, Schitt's Creek, it just keeps getting better, keeps delivering. Check it out, Netflix, Pop TV, either one. So now let's go to Scott and talk about another television offering. This one's brand new, so let's see what he has to say.
Hey Scott, so let me talk to you about Shrill, starring Aidy Bryant on Hulu.
I've often felt watching Aidy Bryant on Saturday Night Live, like she could be my friend, or like she could be someone that would be like cool to hang around with, and go out for a drink or have a cup of coffee with. Am I crazy? Am I wrong?
Now I know some of you don't have Hulu, and that will preclude you from being able to watch it, and that's a shame because it's a tight 6 episodes. It's not a long season, half an hour apiece. It's funny, it's topical, it's heartwarming, it has a lot to say, honestly. And I don't think you need to be, plus sized to feel for this character, to feel where she's coming from. There are things that happen to her and things that she complains about, ways in which she's being treated or has been treated that I know are true for gay people, and I'm sure true for other minorities as well. So there's a universality to it that I think is still really strong. And just, I think Aidy Bryant really is a star.
Agreed.
I think this is another good lesson that oftentimes comedic performers can change it to, I would call this sort of a, dramedy. It's a comedy drama. There's elements of both. But when you give a comedian something more dramatic to sink their teeth into, honestly, they can often excel. Comedy is difficult. So great comedians generally have, good timing, good presence, good awareness of their body, of themselves, so they can sell anything.
I'm trying to think of a comedian who tried to do a dramatic role and didn't really pull it off. I'm sure it's happened.
Not always, but true in this case. I think of it the same as I think of Barry on HBO with Bill Hader, some dark and dramatic stuff there, but it's still funny, and it's, generally resting on his shoulders. So I'm thrilled for Aidy Bryant. This is an amazing vehicle for her. She's helped contribute to its creation, as well as being, inspired by a book and by, even the experience of people in her writer's room. It's a great show, and it's really worth your time, so check it out.
That's our show for this week. Thank you again for joining me for Scots United, and we will be back again next week to bring you more from television, movies, and popular culture. Have a good one.